All right, everybody, Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Today is the day that I've been personally waiting for, and that's because the Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic Great Key banner is alive today. Now, I said that I was going to be pulling and going all in and basically spending all of my free-to-play gems and great keys. I essentially have not done anything except for 10 on the Iron Man banner when I first started the game. So this has gone live. We're going to be doing that today. Before we get started with that, though, I do want to remind people that the new story chapters for Thing and Mr. Fantastic has gone live here. So make sure you do that because it's going to give you additional points for the Herbie's Log Battle Pass, because you're going to get some extra points there to be able to get some extra levels. I did unlock the thing yesterday by making sure that I was keeping up with my daily points. There is also going to be the Fighters highlight for Mr. Fantastic here at level 25. I don't have that yet, though, of course. We're going to see whether or not we get lucky here today, and maybe, who knows, maybe I will pull Mr. Fantastic early and I will be able to maybe use the 80 keys on his highlight, but we'll see how lucky we get today. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Okie doke. Here we are, and actually, you know, I really like how the banners look, like the animations of the characters when you switch over to oh well, when you go off it, there we go, the actual animations here for that. I think it's pretty cool, right? I like how they do that. Like, I love the game for its animation, its art style, even the core gameplay is pretty good. I, just like in my other videos, I am still concerned that perhaps the end game, or getting the end game content coming out, might be too slow for whales and krakens, which is important. I do want to, you know, clarify that keeping spenders happy is important, because if they all leave, then this game makes no money and then it quits. Just saying. So I'm going to be basically liquidating all of my keys here. I have 33 currently. I can buy another 73. Now, for the purposes of this, I mean, sorry, what is that? 33 plus 73, that's 106. Now, I'm going to go straight up to, my math is not mathing, 33, so I need 47 for just now. But I may, in fact, go a little bit higher. We're going to see, right? So I'm going to get 80 keys. That's 80 great keys for today. I would love his highlight, right? I think it's really, really powerful because it's going to improve his... So he gets HP and attack by 10%. And when the wearer uses a buff type move, which is like, you know, his ultimate, right? Their attack increases by 30% for 10 seconds. So that's 40% attack. And then also, while in Fantastic Formula status, his bouncing ball move will always deal critical hits. And why that's important is because you basically do not need to build him with crit hit in mind at all, because you would just wait. You would make sure that you have lots of energy generation. You would wait for this buff to be active. And then essentially you would use all your skills then. So, yeah, we'll see, right? If we get lucky, because if we get him with the 80, I will buy the highlight, but I feel that I'm kind of being too early by saying that. The other thing also that I want to say is the details for this. Obviously, we have a rate up for Thing, and unfortunately, Mr. Negative, but heyo, right? Not the best secondary character to go alongside that, but you never know. Even if I don't get lucky, Captain America is still in this banner as well. So we'll see what ends up happening here today. So I have this epic pull music, which does not happen very often. We're going to turn this on, and we're going to see what happens today in the Smartest Man banner. So let's get started with the first 5 great keys here today. I'm not going to sit here and watch all the animations for this. We start off with some dupes for Angela, Doppelganger, and Mr. Negative. I wonder if I'm going to have, like, you know what, who knows? Maybe Mr. Negative with maxed out souls is just truly amazing. So that's 5 out of 80 there. Let's go, keep going. We're going to do another 2 purples. We got a Dream Queen and a Sleepwalker highlight. I actually don't have that one, so I think that's the first time I pulled it. Or maybe I do. No, I don't know if I do. I actually do love Dream Queen. She is one of my favorite support characters, even though, of course, that Reed is kind of like a quasi-support character, mainly for the Fantastic Four, but he does have some interesting stuff there. So I will always take more Dream Queen shards. The rest is just dupes, of course. We got a copy of the thing. Okay, so we got another dupe for thing. Now, as far as how many I need for the Soul Saga, we'll take a look at both of them afterwards. I have built thing up a little bit. I don't know if I have the resources for Reed. I may have to reset a character to do that because we still have a couple of days left before that happens. We got Falcon. We got a dupe for Falcon, and I think it's just a 2 out of 2 on the side, so I can get a soul upgrade for him. We have another copy of the Monster Within highlight over here, so that's 20 out of 80. We're at the very least going to walk away with Mr. Fantastic, but if I could get the highlight, I would be a lot happier. So there we go. We got another dupe for thing, so that's 2 shards for him. Mr. Negative, we don't care that much about. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's a legendary pull. Oh, guys, come on. Come on. Yeah, it's Reed. We got Reed. We got him, which means we can go all the way to the highlight. I am super happy about that. Thank you, NetEase, for letting this happen for me today. What else did we get in here? We got another copy of the... we got the Incredible Force. Wait, why does it say Incredible Force at the top? Okay. 30 pulls. Now, again, I could stop here, but I do want that highlight. I want to go all in for his unique highlight, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. Got that extra highlight for Man Thing over there, which we got another one exactly, and then we got another dupe for Hulk, going in for 40. I actually didn't know that it showed you that you got a legendary there at the front. We got another dupe for Thing, and that's fine too, because I'm going to want more dupes for Thing to get some of those Soul Sagas active. So if we can get 6, I think that'd be the first 2, right? Isn't it? So let's see what we get here today. Another purple. 2 purples, another copy of Thing. That's not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so 45 out of 80. Some more purples. We're guaranteed a purple, right? Purple. 2. We got another dupe for Mr. Negative, but again, we don't really care. We got the Walkies. I think that's the first time I pulled that highlight. Did they, you know what, did they add that in? I was wondering, did they add that into the pool? Okay, we got 3 purples. We got Echo, that's good too. An extra Echo, an extra Moon Knight. That's not too bad. I really do like Echo, you know, as far as single. Oh! Did we do it? Hold on, guys. Wait, do I have to click? That was a legendary. Oh, Scarlet Witch. Okay. Won't say no to that. She's my main single target DPS as well. So we got a dupe for Scarlet Witch. Okay. Not gonna say no to that. And we got a dupe for Thing as well. So that's pretty good. We got 5 Thing shards. I think if we got 2 more or 1 more for Thing, that would be really good. Okay, Scarlet Witch. Yeah, won't say no to that. 100%. Okay, we got a purple. So 2 legendaries here today. In my there we go. We got the Thing as well. So again, we got 6 shards for him, so that's good. So we should be able to make some good Soul Saga progress on him. More purples. We got we got Sentry. So I finally unlocked Sentry. He was the last purple 2-star that I did not have. We got 10 more, 2 more pulls to go here today. And that's another purple. We got another copy of Thing, so that's 7 shards for Thing. And finally, the last one, it looks like purple, not legendary, unfortunately, but we did get Mr. Fantastic, so I'm super happy about that. And we did get a copy of Armor. So that is 80 pulls. Right there, and we did get him unlocked. We got we're going for the highlight, baby, and we're going to be equipping that to Reed Richards. So super happy for that one there. And then let's go on see what we can do. Now, first of all, I'm going to go and we're going to look at the Thing. Now, I have already upgraded him to level 70, so that's not a problem there. Now, I want to take a look at some of these Soul Saga upgrades because I think I can do 2 of them, right? I can do Mine 1, Mine 2, something like this. So Yancey's Street's Rage. Damage reduction, it would last for 4 more seconds. This is his taunt ability. I kind of want to see if I can pump up his damage. Takes 8%, so this is more about this tanking stuff. Heart 1 coming through deals 50% more damage to bosses. So that's his main physical attack. So, and Heart 2 defense by 20%. Heart 3 allied invisible wound. So I think I'm gonna go to the left. Right? I think I'm going to go, it's going to give me a little bit more damage, so I'm going to go to the left and go up through the heart category first. Solid defense increases by 20%. That's also going to impact his damage since his damage does scale. I believe his ultimate does scale with defense. It's clobbering time ultimate. We're going to talk about this because there is one thing that I do want to let people know about, is that you can't use this guy on the Nightfall Eyeball boss because he literally does not hit them at all. He does not hit the hands. So yeah, don't use him there. That's a little bit unfortunate. Now, as far as Reed Richards go, pretty good guy there. We talked about his kit before, so his ultimate, Brilliant Brain, energy costs 400 though. Grants all allies ultimate energy and fantastic formula, which we talked about. And then now that I have the highlight, right, we're gonna have to level this up as well, that he basically gets a guaranteed crit on his bouncing ball skill. So we will upgrade this and then we'll do something there. But yeah, his bouncing ball, which is this, right, moves to the target location, deals damage, and to adjacent enemies as well. This is gonna be a guaranteed crit as long as I'm in my ultimate form, right, which he should be. And then his outreach effort, which basically pulls enemies to them, and if it collides, it does an additional 50% extra damage and stuns them. So this is kind of like Thing's attack, where he punches them, sends them flying back, and if it collides, then it stuns that target. So yeah, interesting combination there. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be upgrading him. I'm going to upgrade the highlight, and then I'm going to be using my recently obtained Cosmic Cube, because he is more of a support-based character. I do want to stack up that energy generation, so I'm going to be giving that to my Reed. And then the other thing is, I'm probably going to be using this Avengers ID card that I'm currently running on Dream Queen as well, because I do get physical damage bonus, HP, or sorry, that's Juggernaut, sorry, this one here, 9% energy generation. The other thing I could do is, I had another one. Where is... I think I had another one that had like a lot. I really want to stack energy generation, and so that's something that I am looking out for. I think I had this force field glove, and while I don't really need that for Reed, it does have 35% energy generation, so I might just equip this for now because I want to stack up that energy generation. I got 35% here. Also has crit damage. Again, he doesn't need crit chance now that I have that highlight. Does increase, you know, maybe if he ends up taking some hits, but with Thing he probably shouldn't be. And then the Cosmic Cube is going to give an additional 35% energy generation. So between the two, that's 70% energy generation. Also grants 40 ultimate energy to him and a random ally after he uses a skill. So very, very good there. We're going to level him up before we actually get to test him out though, and I do want to give that upgrade to my Scarlet Witch. Super happy about that. We can go with Mind 2, Mind 2 or Heart 1. Now, I went with Mind 1 because it's 70% crit damage, which is huge. I kind of use her as a boss destroyer, so I'm not often killing enemies for this. Attack increases by 15%. Scarlet Witch. So, you know, honestly, I'm probably going to go with Mind 2, right? I want to go up to Mind 3 at some point. You know, especially for boss type stuff, Reality Warp, which is their ultimate, is going to do an additional 100% damage to the enemy in the center. So yeah, we're going to go with the energy generation increased by 30% here with Mind 2. So super happy with that, but I'm going to build them up before we throw them into battle, the Fantastic Four. Okay, and we're back, and I have finally managed to upgrade Mr. Fantastic and his highlight to level 70. Again, he's using the Cosmic Cube and the Force Field Glove that I mentioned earlier on, and I got him to 6 out of 7 for all of his skills. I would have to reset some of my characters to get more of these Dream Cores to basically bump up his damage, but we need to kind of talk again about the Bouncing Ball now that I have the highlight that this is going to be a critical hit all the time, which is nice. His buff that's going to improve ultimate damage by 112% to everyone else, and also gives 100 ultimate energy, which is pretty nice given that the Human Torch has, I believe it's 300 for his energy cost. So that's a third of his energy bar for that. I also do want to point out that I am running the purple highlight, the Engage, but only for Thing, and it's only level 60, unfortunately. But since I will have the whole team, it's going to give an additional 16% energy generation for everyone. And also for, yeah, so you could, it says the effects of the same highlight cannot stack. Does that mean you can only have one Engage? Because there are 3 of them. And obviously I am not going to use it on Mr. Fantastic now that I have the legendary highlight. But there we go. We're going to try and test these guys. But where is the best place is the question. Because I do want to say right off the bat, you cannot use Thing in Nightfall. And that's really unfortunate because if you try and do this, use his ultimate on here, he basically does 0 damage. He rolls back and forth and he doesn't hit any of the hands. I tried this. and it's really unfortunate. A lot of the stuff with the kits requires collision, so I really hope that there's going to be more places to use this. So I guess where I'm going to do this for now is I'm going to be using it on the Fantastic Four boss, the Herald Strikes Back. Okay, we're going to do the hard mode version of this. We're going to play this and just see how the team plays out. You know, there's probably, hopefully in the future, there's some better places where we can use them. Dragon Armor would also be another good one when that comes back around. I think that there'll be a very solid team there too. So let's go in here. We're going to boom, 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 take these characters out. We're going to put Mr. Fantastic in. We're going to put a Thing in, and then we're going to put Human Torch in. Unfortunately, obviously, I do not have Sue because I avoided pulling for her instead of this. I needed some more physical characters anyways. So this is, I guess that's fine. Like, the positioning doesn't matter that much because they're both melee, right? So we're going to go into 1X. So I'm going to start off with the buff, I guess, for Johnny Storm. Now, I do want Mr. Fantastic's ultimate, though, to go before. I don't want to use, so maybe I shouldn't have used that buff yet because I don't want his I'm not using his ultimate before I use Reed's ultimate, so maybe I need that to go up a little bit faster. But we can still put down the circle, right? We can put the circle on the head. We can do that, right? It's going to do more damage. That's fine, I guess. Now this, oh, can I collide him with Thing? Is that a thing? Will it collide? Who does it collide with? It gave vulnerability, but there we go. So now we have to do that. I want to see, can we use Clobber in time? Is it going to roll back and forth between the head? Will it actually hit the head this time? That's what I want to see on 1X. So, okay, should hit 4 times. 2? Why did it not hit 4 times? It should have hit 4 times. Does it need an extra person to do that with? Because of the talent, it should have done 4 hits of damage. It did not do that, so I'm a little bit disappointed with that one. Let's go with the ultimate, though. We're going to put that down. That should do a lot of damage, right? Because we have that. 35,000 crit. That was pretty solid there. We can go with the dash. This should also crit because he's still got the Fantastic Formula buff up. Guaranteed crit. 10,000. Not bad for Reed. Also gave some energy for everyone else, too. And then we go over here. We should be able to get a second one of these up. Just kind of waiting. Just taking a bit of damage there. Getting the ultimate again. And that should get Human Torch's ultimate up. And we should be able to run that. And that should kill it. We don't get the buff, unfortunately. 29,000. Still a lot of damage. Some pretty respectable damage there with that. We are taking some damage, though, here. And then, of course... so if you do this, right, you do get the debuff as well. It's going to make them a little bit more vulnerable. So, okay. I mean, it was never that hard to begin with, right? You know, but as far as the damage goes, he's bumping everyone else's damage up. So that's the good thing. And I think this is going to be a very solid PvP team. I know that, you know, that's a bit of a laugh right now because there is no content that actually uses that, but I think that there will be coming soon, right? Like, I'm hoping because from what I understand, that there is going to be a new content update next Thursday, and I'm hoping that we get some more news about some upcoming content for that. As far as Bifrost Brawl goes, if you have Invisible Woman, I would imagine that Reed, Sue, and probably Thing, right, as a tank, would do really well there too. It's just that I'm not sure if we have all the right content that kind of allows us to showcase this team all that well, because it's Nightfall, like I said, maybe for Dragon Armor, but regular Nightfall is not the place to do that with. So let me know what your thoughts are about this set of characters in the comments down below. I do think that, of course, that Reed is going to be very, very good. I think that highlight is truly amazing. And it's unfortunate that I wasn't able to get one of his... This one here is crazy, this Heart 1 upgrade. But, you know, he is eventually going to be moved into the Shadow Key pool. This one's really good because the Bouncing Ball deals 30% more damage. But it's this part that is considered ultimate move damage, which is going to be really, really good as well. That would make him into like an actual potential damage dealer character, despite being more of a supporty kind of character. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I'm super happy that I managed to pull him, but I did basically blow everything to get that highlight. That's it for now, everyone, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.